Welcome back to Enigma Chronicles. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of Guyana, a northeastern South American country that, at the time of making this video, has the fastest growing economy on the planet. If you're a geography lover, you might have heard of it, but how much do you really know? Let's explore the intriguing details of this relatively unknown country. This is Guyana, a northeastern South American country with the fastest growing economy on the planet. Most people probably haven't even heard of it, but for geography lovers, you might know of it but not much about it. The population of this rather unknown country is some 814,000, ranking it around the 164th most populated on Earth. That's more than Bhutan but less than Comoros. So, the country has the fastest growing economy on the planet, but why? Let's take a look. In the year 2000, this country had an economy size of just $712 million USD. Yes, you heard that right, million. That's around $1.2 billion today, adjusted for inflation. For reference, this is roughly the same as Amazon's approximate daily revenue. Its economy only incrementally increased over the next 5 years until around 2006 when it really started to pop off. Some 9 years later, in 2015, Guyana struck gold, well, oil in this case. They found enormous reserves within its territorial waters, leading to monumental growth in its economy size. The country currently produces some 125,000 barrels of oil per day, with projections to tenfold to over 1.2 million by 2030. By 2022, its GDP had increased to some $15 billion USD, and at the time of making this video, it is now over $20 billion, giving its people a GDP per capita of some $21,000, the highest in South America. This means that this tiny country has gone from being one of the poorest on the continent to the richest within a couple of decades. Although part of South America, the country is more culturally tied to the Caribbean and is the only English-speaking country on the continent. Their current Prime Minister at the time of making this video is Mark Phillips, one of the most English-sounding names I've ever heard. The Dutch actually colonized this region in the 16th century before ceding it to the British in 1831. This is why English is spoken there. The country then gained independence from the British in 1966, the same year that England won the World Cup. The capital city of the country is Georgetown, where around 30% of the entire population lives. The currency of Guyana is the Guyanese dollar, where around $209 will get you one United States dollar. The country covers an area of some 215,000 square kilometers. Does this make it the smallest country on the continent? Well, no. It actually makes it the third smallest behind Uruguay and Suriname. Its low population makes the country one of the least densely populated on Earth. In fact, the equal fourth least with just 4 people per square kilometer, the same as Iceland. The country's geography is, as you'd imagine, very forested. Some 93.5% of the country is covered in forest, the second highest on Earth, only behind its neighbor Suriname. The country is home to Kaieteur Falls, which is actually the largest single-drop waterfall on Earth with a drop of 741 feet. The waterfall is found deep in Kaieteur National Park, which is thought to be one of the world's most unspoiled rainforests. Some parts of the forest are completely inaccessible to humans. In 2012, Guyana actually received a $45 million USD reward from Norway for its rainforest protection efforts. So, Guyana has gone from being one of the poorest on the continent to the richest within just a couple of decades. It's a very interesting country with a blend of all kinds of ethnicities and culture. It's also a very biodiverse country and now has the opportunity to completely improve the lives of its people, thanks to the liquid that effectively powers the world. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Enigma Chronicles for more fascinating geography content. Let us know in the comments.